My friends warned me, she's only with you for the money. I defended her. Then I faked a bankruptcy to test her loyalty. She packed her bags within 24 hours. When I revealed it was a test and bought a new Porsche the next day, her apology texts were desperate. Original post: I, 32 male, own a software consulting firm that does pretty well. Not tech billionaire money, but comfortable 6 figures with some solid investments. Been with my girlfriend, 29, for about 18 months. Met her at a charity gala my company sponsored. She's gorgeous, fun, always down for spontaneous weekend trips. We moved in together 8 months ago into my downtown loft. Everything seemed perfect, except my boys kept dropping hints. My best friend since college pulled me aside at my birthday dinner 3 months ago. Dude, you notice how she only perks up when you mention buying something expensive? I brushed it off. She's just enthusiastic. Bro, she literally yawned when you talked about your mom's surgery, then spent 20 minutes planning a Bali trip. My business partner chimed in the next week. Just saying, every time you mention cutting back or saving, she gets moody for days. I defended her every single time. Told them they were being judgmental, that she genuinely cared about me. Called them jealous. Then my cousin, who's usually chill about everything, said something that stuck. Look, I hope I'm wrong, but I've seen this before. Just pay attention to how she acts when money's tight versus when you're spending. I started noticing things. Small stuff at first. When I suggested cooking at home one weekend instead of our usual expensive restaurant rotation, she pouted for 2 days. Said I was becoming boring. I mentioned potentially switching to a smaller apartment to save for a down payment on a house. She went silent, then changed the subject. She never offered to split anything, ever. Not groceries, not utilities, nothing. I'd paid for literally everything since day one. Her excuse was her startup, some vague lifestyle blog that made maybe $200 a month. The final straw was 2 weeks ago. My CFO and I were discussing a potential rough quarter ahead. Nothing serious, just market fluctuations. That night at dinner, I casually mentioned it might be a leaner few months. Her exact words, "Well, that doesn't affect our vacation plans, right? I already told everyone we're going to Turks and Caicos." Not "Are you okay?" or "Do you need to talk about it?" Just immediate concern about vacation plans. I couldn't sleep that night. Kept thinking about what my friends said. Decided to do something that would either prove them wrong or confirm my worst fears. I planned a test. Spent 3 days setting it up. Called in some favors. Here's what I did. The setup. Had my accountant friend draft fake documents showing my business failing. Tax liens, debt notices, the works. Looked official as hell. Contacted my landlord. Explained the situation. He's cool, we go way back. He agreed to play along with a fake eviction notice for unpaid rent. Moved my Audi to my business partner's garage. Borrowed his beat-up 2009 Honda Civic. Changed my phone settings to decline my credit cards at checkout. Authorized it with my bank beforehand. Transferred most of my visible checking account balance to a separate account she didn't know about. Friday night, I came home looking stressed. She was on the couch, scrolling through designer handbags. "Hey babe, we need to talk." She barely looked up. I'm in serious trouble. The business is basically bankrupt. We've lost 3 major clients, and there's some legal issues with the contract. My accounts are frozen. That got her attention. She put her phone down. "What? How bad are we talking?" "I might lose everything. The business, this apartment, my car. I had to borrow money from my parents just to cover basic expenses." I watched her face carefully. No concern. No "how can I help?" Just calculation, like she was doing math in her head. "So what does this mean for us?" "It means things are going to be really tight for a while. I might need to move back with my parents temporarily, get back on my feet." "How long is a while?" "Could be 6 months, maybe a year." Silence. Long, heavy silence. "I need to think," she said finally, then went to the bedroom. Saturday morning, I woke up to drawers opening and closing. She was packing, like actively filling her suitcases with her clothes. "What are you doing?" She didn't even pause. "I think I should stay with my sister for a bit, give you space to figure things out." "Space? I just told you I'm going through a crisis." "Exactly. You need to focus on fixing this, and I'd just be in the way." The excuses were paper thin. She wasn't even trying. By noon, she'd packed most of her stuff. Called an Uber. I helped carry her bags down, testing how far she'd go, and she barely made eye contact. "I'll text you," she said. "That's it? 18 months and you're just leaving? Don't make this harder than it needs to be. You need to focus on yourself right now." I watched her Uber drive away, felt absolutely nothing. Just confirmation. Gave it 24 hours. Sunday afternoon, I executed phase 2. The reveal, texted my business partner, game on. Drove to the Porsche dealership, been eyeing a 911 for months. Paid cash, well, certified check, but same difference. Got it in guards red because why not? Stopped by my favorite steakhouse, posted a pic on social media with the caption, "Crisis averted, time to celebrate." Then I posted a photo of the Porsche with, "New baby. Business is booming, life is good." Tagged my location, made sure it showed up on all platforms. My phone started blowing up in under an hour. 23 missed calls from her. Texts rolling in. "Wait, what? Are you serious right now? You said you were bankrupt. Call me now." This isn't funny. I let her stew for a bit. Grabbed dinner, enjoyed my steak, then finally replied around 8 p.m. "Yeah, turns out it was just a test. Wanted to see if you'd stick around when things got tough." Got my answer pretty quick. Her response came through immediately. "A test? Are you insane? You lied to me about being broke? I was trying to give you space. This is psychotic behavior." I replied, "You packed and left within 24 hours. Didn't offer to help, didn't ask if I was okay, just bounced the second the money looked shaky. That's all I needed to know. I love you. I was scared and confused. Cool, I'm good though. Enjoy your sister's place." Then I blocked her number. Update 1. 3 days later. Holy hell, the fallout has been entertaining, so obviously she didn't take the blocking well. Started texting from different numbers. Her sister's phone, her mom's phone, random numbers I'm guessing belong to friends. The messages range from apologetic to absolutely unhinged. "Baby, please, I made a mistake. I was overwhelmed. You can't just cut me out of your life like this. I left everything at your place. You have to let me get my stuff. My therapist says this is emotional abuse. You're a sick person for playing games like this." Her mom called Monday morning. "That was a trip. You need to understand, my daughter was protecting herself. You told her you were bankrupt. What was she supposed to do? Maybe not abandon her boyfriend of 18 months immediately? She has her own life to think about. She can't be expected to support a man. I never asked her to support me. I asked for literally nothing except her presence during a hard time. Which was fake, by the way. You're cruel and manipulative. Your daughter left me within 24 hours of thinking I was broke. But I'm the problem. She hung up on me. Tuesday, she showed up at my office. Security called me before letting her up. Bless them. "Sir, there's a woman here demanding to see you. Says she's your girlfriend." She's not, but send her up. This should be good. She walked into my office looking like she'd been through it. Hair in a messy bun, yoga pants, puffy eyes. Dramatic. "We need to talk." I leaned back in my chair. "You've got 5 minutes. I didn't leave because of the money. I left because I thought you needed space to handle a crisis. Weird, because you never asked what I needed, just packed your bags. I was in shock. You dropped a bomb on me. Right, and your first instinct was to bail." She tried a different approach. Tears started flowing. "I love you. I made a mistake. People make mistakes when they're scared. Here's the thing. I wasn't looking for perfection. If you'd stayed even one day, asked how you could help, shown literally any concern for me as a person, we'd be having a different conversation. I would have come back. When? After I was stable again? That's convenient. That's not fair. You know what's not fair? My friends warning me for months that you were only interested in my money, and me defending you every single time, making excuses for you, telling them they were wrong." She went quiet. "Turns out they were right. The second I looked broke, you were gone. Didn't even last a full day. So what, you get a Porsche to rub it in my face?" I actually laughed. "I bought myself a car I've wanted for months. The fact that you saw it as rubbing it in your face says everything about your priorities." "I want my stuff. Finally, something reasonable. Your stuff's boxed up. You can pick it up this weekend. Bring someone to help you carry it. You're not coming in." "You're really gonna throw away 18 months over this? You threw away 18 months the second you thought my bank account was empty. I just confirmed it." She left crying. Security escorted her out. Wednesday evening, things got weird. Got a call from a number I didn't recognize. Answered it. "Hey man, this is uncomfortable, but I'm dating your ex's sister. She told me to call you." "Okay? Look, your ex has been staying with us since Saturday. It's been a lot. She's convinced you'll take her back. Keeps saying once you cool down you'll realize you love her. She's not planning to move out anytime soon." "Not my problem, dude. I know, but she's driving us insane, crying all day, stalking your social media, trying to get mutual friends to intervene. Her sister's at her breaking point. Again, not my problem. She made her choice. Is there any chance you'd consider hearing her out, just so she can get closure and move on?" She had closure when I blocked her. "Tell her sister I'm not changing my mind." He sighed. "Worth a shot. Good luck, man. You too. You're gonna need it." Thursday, the mutual friends started weighing in. Some got it. My business partner posted on his story, proud of my boy for knowing his worth. Tagged me. But others? Oh man. Got a long text from a couple we used to hang out with. "We heard what happened. Both of you could have handled this better. Maybe you should consider therapy together?" I replied, "She left me within 24 hours of thinking I was broke. There's nothing to handle together." "But you lied to her. That's manipulative." I tested whether she actually cared about me as a person or just my money. She failed spectacularly. Testing your partner is toxic, so is abandoning them during a crisis. They stopped responding after that. Another friend, someone I'd known since high school, called me directly. "Bro, I'm saying this as someone who loves you. That test was messed up." Noted. "I mean it. You set her up to fail." Did I though? All she had to do was literally anything supportive. Ask how I was doing. Offer to help job hunt, cook dinner, anything. Instead, she packed her bags. She was probably scared. Of what? Being with someone who wasn't rich? That's exactly my point. You're being stubborn. I'm being realistic, and honestly, I'm good. Better than good. I dodged a bullet. As of tonight, she sent messages from 4 different numbers, all blocked. Her mom called twice more, both times lecturing me about commitment and working through hard times. The irony was lost on her. My apartment feels bigger without her here. Cleaner somehow. Like I removed something toxic. No regrets. 0. Update 2. 1 week later, y'all, the entitlement levels have reached previously unknown heights. Buckle up. Friday night, 2 days after my last update, I was at my favorite bar with my business partner and some colleagues. Just unwinding, talking shop, normal stuff. My ex walks in with 3 of her friends. Intentionally. This bar is nowhere near where she lives, and she hates the vibe there. She came specifically to find me. She spotted me immediately, made dramatic eye contact, then sat in my direct line of sight. Kept looking over, whispering to her friends, doing that thing where they'd all glance at me then huddle together. My business partner noticed. "Want to leave?" "Nah, I'm not letting her run me out of my spot." About 20 minutes in, one of her friends approached our table, blonde, wearing what looked like a very expensive dress. "Hey, can I talk to you for a sec?" I stayed seated. "You are talking to me. Privately? Anything you want to say, you can say here." She glanced back at my ex, who was watching intensely. "Look, she's really hurting. She made a mistake, she knows that, but the way you're handling this is cruel. I'm handling it by moving on with my life. She loved you. She was just scared. So scared she couldn't stick around for even 1 day. Got it. You don't understand what it's like for women. We have to protect ourselves financially." My business partner jumped in. "By abandoning your partner the second things look bad, that's not protection, that's opportunism." Her friend's face flushed. "You're both assholes." She walked back to their table. Within minutes, my ex was crying again. Her friends were comforting her, shooting me death glares. We finished our drinks and left. Not because of them, we were heading out anyway. But as we walked past their table, my ex called out, "I hope you're happy." I stopped, turned around. "Actually, yeah, I am. Thanks for asking." The look on her face was priceless. Saturday morning, I woke up to an email from her. A long, rambling essay about our relationship, her feelings, how I betrayed her trust with my test. Some highlights. "You made me believe you were in crisis. I reacted the way any rational person would, by giving you space to handle it without the pressure of managing a relationship too." Sure, that's why she packed all her expensive stuff first. The fact that you bought a Porsche immediately after shows this was never about testing my loyalty. It was about humiliating me publicly. I bought a car I'd wanted for months. Her seeing it was incidental. I've been in therapy twice a week since this happened, dealing with the trauma of your deception. The trauma of being exposed as shallow. Got it. If you had any respect for what we built together, you'd sit down with me and my therapist to work through this. Hard pass. I didn't respond, deleted the email. Sunday, her sister called. Different approach this time. Hey, I know you're mad at her, rightfully so, probably, but she's a mess. She hasn't eaten in days, she's not sleeping. I'm genuinely worried about her. I'm sorry she's struggling, but that's not on me. Could you at least talk to her? Give her closure? I gave her closure when I blocked her. She chose to leave. I chose to let her stay gone. That's the closure. She thinks you might take her back if she just explains properly. I won't. You were together for 18 months, and she bailed in 24 hours. The math doesn't work in her favor. Her sister got quiet. Then, you know what? Fine, she'll figure it out, but you're going to regret this. I regret wasting 18 months. That's about it. She hung up. Monday brought a new development. Got a text from an unknown number. Seriously, how many phones do these people have? This is her brother. You need to make this right. She's destroyed. Our whole family is worried about her. Be a man and fix what you broke. Her brother, who I'd met exactly twice, who ignored me both times. I replied, I didn't break anything. She left when she thought I was broke. I just stopped pretending to be okay with that. You lied to her. To see if she actually cared about me. She didn't. Test successful. You're pathetic. Cool. Tell your sister to stop contacting me from burner phones. Block that number too. Tuesday afternoon, my lawyer friend called. We grab lunch sometimes, talk about random stuff. Dude, you're not gonna believe this. Try me. Your ex contacted me on LinkedIn, asked if I'd be willing to mediate a conversation between you two. Said she'd pay my hourly rate. I almost choked on my water. She what? Yeah. I obviously declined and told her it was inappropriate, but she's persistent. That's insane. She also asked if what you did was legally actionable. Like, could she sue you for emotional distress or fraud? Please tell me you laughed. I told her to get a different lawyer if she was serious about pursuing that, because it would be a waste of money. You didn't defraud her. You told a lie to test relationship compatibility. That's not illegal, just harsh. She's really spiraling. Big time. Anyway, heads up in case she tries to escalate legally. I doubt she will. She'd get laughed out of any lawyer's office, but document everything just in case. Wednesday, she tried a different tactic. Showed up at my gym. My gym. The one I've been going to for 5 years. She joined specifically to run into me. I was on the bench press when I saw her walk in, look around, spot me, and make her way over. I finished my set, sat up, and waited. Hey. You've got to be kidding me. I joined here. I'm allowed to work out. You hate gyms. You literally told me working out was boring multiple times. People change. In a week? She sat on the bench next to mine, uninvited. Can we please just talk like adults? Adults don't stalk their exes at the gym. I'm not stalking you. This is a public place. My gym buddy came over. Everything good here? Yeah, just dealing with someone who can't take a hint. She stood up, eyes filling with tears again. You're cruel. You know that? Actually cruel. I'm cruel for not wanting to date someone who bailed on me instantly? That's what we're going with? I made one mistake. The mistake wasn't leaving. It was showing me exactly who you are. I'm just accepting the information you gave me. She stormed off. I watched her leave, then canceled my membership and signed up at a different gym down the street. Not worth the hassle. Thursday, I got a Facebook friend request from her mom. Declined. Then a follow request on Instagram from her. Declined. Then a connection request on LinkedIn from her brother. Declined. They're trying every platform possible. My business partner finds this hilarious. Bro, you've got a whole family acting like you're the villain in a rom-com. Right? Like I'm supposed to chase after her and declare my love. Meanwhile, she ditched you the second your wallet looked light. Exactly. Later that night, got another text from a new number. You can block me everywhere, but I know you see these. I need you to understand that I loved you. I didn't leave because of money. I left because I was overwhelmed and scared, and I needed to think. I would have come back. You didn't give me a chance to come back. You just cut me off and humiliated me with that car and those posts. Do you know how embarrassing this has been? Everyone knows. Everyone is talking about how I'm the girl who only cared about money. That's not who I am. Please just let me explain in person. I deserve that much. I stared at that message for a solid minute, then replied, "You left within 24 hours. You never asked if I was okay, never offered to help. Just packed your bags and walked out. That's who you showed me you were. Everything after that has been you being mad. You got caught. You don't deserve another chance to spin this. Move on." Blocked that number. My cousin texted me, heard through the grapevine she's telling people you're harassing her by refusing to talk to her. Just wanted you to know the narrative she's pushing. Of course she is. Want me to set the record straight? Nah. People who know me know what's up. Everyone else can think what they want. Tonight I'm at home, TV on, pizza ordered, completely at peace. She can keep trying. I'm done engaging. Final update, 3 weeks later. Time to close this chapter. It's been 3 weeks since I revealed the test, and things have finally settled into a new normal. Here's how everything played out. Week 2 was when her family really ramped up the pressure. Her dad, who I'd met maybe 3 times total, left a voicemail. "Son, I don't know what happened between you two, but my daughter is suffering. I raised her to be strong, but this situation has broken her. If you ever cared about her at all, you'd give her a chance to fix this. Think about what kind of man you want to be." The guilt trip was strong, almost worked for about 30 seconds. Then I remembered watching her pack her bags without hesitation. I didn't call back. Her cousin, seriously, does this family have a group chat? Sent me a Facebook message. "Hey, I know we don't know each other well, but she's family. She messed up, she knows it, but everyone deserves forgiveness. You're being really harsh." I replied, "She left when she thought I was broke. I'm just accepting that information and acting accordingly. But you lied to her first, to see if she actually cared about me beyond my money." The answer was no. Never heard back. Week 3 brought the grand finale. She organized an intervention. I'm not joking. An actual intervention. Last Saturday I got a text from my old college roommate. "Hey man, grabbing drinks at O'Brien's tonight. You in?" O'Brien's is our usual spot, so I said yes. Showed up at 7 p.m. Walked in and immediately knew something was wrong. There was my college roommate, my ex's sister, and her boyfriend, 2 mutual friends from our couple days, and my ex sitting at a big table in the back corner. My ex's face lit up when she saw me. "You came." I looked at my old roommate. "Dude, really?" He had the decency to look ashamed. "Just hear her out, man. That's all we're asking. You ambushed me. We're worried about both of you." I turned to leave, but my ex jumped up. "Please, 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking." The entire bar was watching now. "Perfect. You've got 3 minutes, starting now." She took a shaky breath. "I know I messed up. I panicked when you told me about the bankruptcy. I wasn't thinking clearly. But I never stopped loving you. These past 3 weeks have been hell. I can't eat, can't sleep. I've lost 12 pounds. My therapist says I'm showing signs of depression." I waited. She continued. "I'm asking you, begging you, to give me another chance. I'll prove to you that I care about you, not your money. I'll sign a prenup if we get back together. I'll contribute to rent. Whatever you need to feel secure." One of the mutual friends chimed in. "Come on, man, she's trying." I looked at my ex. "You done?" She nodded. Hopeful. "Here's my question. Why didn't you try before? Why did it take you losing access to my money to suddenly become willing to contribute? Why wasn't that your default setting?" I was comfortable. I took advantage. I see that now." "Right. You got comfortable using me as a wallet, and the second that wallet looked empty, you were gone." "That's not fair." "It's completely fair. You proved exactly what you are. Now you're mad because there are consequences." Her sister stood up. "She made a mistake. People make mistakes. And people face consequences for their mistakes. That's how life works. You're being cruel. I'm being honest. There's a difference." I looked at my old roommate. "Disappointed in you, man. Don't contact me again." Then I walked out, drove to my new gym, worked out for 2 hours, went home. Got a final text later that night from her number. She must have gotten a new phone. "I see who you really are now. You're cold and heartless. I dodged a bullet. Have a nice life." I replied, Finally, something we agree on. Blocked it. The aftermath. Lost 3 friends in this whole thing. People who thought I was too harsh, too unforgiving. Honestly? Good. If they can't see why someone bailing in 24 hours is a deal breaker, we were never that close anyway. My real friends? Solid as ever. My business partner took me out last week, said he was proud of me for sticking to my guns. My cousin reached out. Remember when I told you to pay attention? Sorry, I was right. Me too, man. Me too. The college roommate who set up the ambush sent an apology text a few days later. I thought I was helping. I was wrong. If you ever want to grab an actual beer, no ambushes, let me know. I might take him up on that eventually. Not yet, though. Work's been good. Business is actually up this quarter. The Porsche is everything I hoped it would be. I take it out on weekends, hit the coast, clear my head. Dating? Not yet. Need some time to reset, but I'm not bitter, just more aware. Here's what I learned. Trust your gut. My friends saw it before I did. They tried to warn me, and I defended her because I wanted them to be wrong. They weren't. And testing someone's loyalty might seem manipulative to some people, but honestly, it saved me from proposing to someone who only loved my bank account. I was 3 months away from ring shopping. 3 months away from making the biggest mistake of my life. The test wasn't about cruelty, it was about clarity. And I got exactly that. To everyone who said I was too harsh, that everyone deserves second chances, that I should have communicated better, I hear you. I respect your opinion, but I'm good with my decision. She showed me exactly who she was in those 24 hours. Everything that followed was just her being upset that I believed her. As for her, last I heard through the grapevine, she moved back to her hometown. Her sister finally kicked her out after 2 weeks of nonstop drama. She's apparently still telling people I'm the villain, that I'm emotionally abusive, that I manipulated her. Whatever helps her sleep at night. Me? I sleep just fine. Better than fine, actually. My apartment's quieter. My bank account's healthier without funding someone else's lifestyle. My time is my own. No regrets. 0. The Porsche's pretty great too. Peace out, Reddit. Thanks for letting me share this journey. Time to actually move forward.